Hello and a very warm welcome to today's session brought to you by Team Testbook Super Coaching. I hope all of you are doing really well. देरी नहीं करते हुए आज के सेशन को फटाफट से स्टार्ट करते हैं. आज का सेशन काफी ब्रीफ क्रिस्प रहने वाला है because obviously we're going to be meeting on Sunday as well for your marathon. Sunday को marathon में हम 50 important questions को cover करेंगे with detailed solutions as well as 50 quick one-liner questions. तो टोटल आपके 100 कॉन्सेप्ट्स को अच्छी तरीके से हम लोग संडे के मैराथन के थ्रू रिवाइज करेंगे. दिस विल आल्सो बी वेरी हेल्पफुल particularly for students who are going to be sitting for their 7th April set exams as well. ठीक है. Good evening Kasturi, Tapaswini, that's a very sweet name. Maya, Anjali, Soumya, Monica, Shilpa, Meenakshi, Tehmina, Anushika. I'm doing good, Tapaswini. Thanks so much for asking. I hope you're doing good as well. चलिए देरी नहीं करते हुए फटाफट से लेट्स जस्ट क्विकली गेट स्टार्टेड. तो आज की क्लास लाइक आई सेड इट्स गोना बी अ ब्रीफ क्विक क्लास जहां पर हम लोग 10 इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस को फटाफट से कवर करेंगे. राइट, सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी आवर प्रायोरिटी. प्लीज डोंट फॉरगेट टू ब्लॉक योर कैलेंडर. संडे को लाइक आई सेड फॉर द मैराथन क्लास, जो आपका संडे को मैराथन क्लास होगी, उसके अंदर वी आर गोइंग टू बी लुकिंग एट 50 इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स. विल बी कवरिंग 50 इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स along with 50 important one-liners, right? आपके जो one-liners हैं, they will also be importantly covered properly. So please don't forget to tune in 31st March को properly at 12 o'clock. Okay. Good evening, Simar, Shabnam, Rani, Sonali. Okay, so that is something that we'll be looking at. Yesterday, जल्दी से देखते हैं आपका star board, shout out board, so to say. कल का जो आपका homework question था, we saw Anushika, got the right answer. 3 was actually correct. हम लोग इस क्वेश्चन को भी अभी देखेंगे. ये आपके होमवर्क क्वेश्चन के पोल रिजल्ट्स हैं कल के, राइट? ये आपके होमवर्क क्वेश्चन के पोल रिजल्ट्स हैं. गुड जॉब डन. सौम्या also got the right answer, and I really loved how Soumya had also given a detailed reply altogether. So Soumya, today definitely the big star goes to you only, right? But everybody was a star. Anushika was a star, Soumya was a star, Debashish got it right as well, Sonali, Wilfran, everybody was absolutely right. ये almost सभी का ही सही जवाब आया था. Monica, Prerna, even this particular person was absolutely right. Prerna ulta, I always say Prerna is one of the first people. Foundation batch का कोई भी class start होता है, she is sharp there at the time. जैसे 8:30 PM पे अगर class start है, ये बच्ची 8:29 से ही वहां पर होती है, हमेशा होती है, properly होती है. So that is like really important altogether. Okay, so please keep that in mind over here. Okay, चलिए, so let's very quickly get started. ये आपका कल का homework question था. This was your homework question from yesterday. Which of the following are true in the context of phenomenology? इसको मैंने आज की मास्टर क्लास में भी डिस्कस किया था. आज हम लोग ये मास्टर क्लास में बहुत सिंपल, बहुत ही थोड़े क्वेश्चंस कवर किए थे. तो आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू रिमेंबर which of the following is true in the context of phenomenology. It is a form of methodological idealism which seeks to explore human consciousness. So यहाँ पर this is absolutely true. So जहाँ पर A नहीं है उसको आप eliminate कर सकते हैं. You can actually use the elimination method. As a philosophical method, it was developed by Edmund Husserl. Martin Heidegger is one of the leading philosophers. Martin Heidegger is one of the leading philosophers over here. Martin Heidegger's approach is essentialist. मैंने आपको सुबह भी बताया था, ये सही नहीं है, ये सही नहीं है आपका. So automatically A, B, C, E, D, क्योंकि ये सही नहीं है, बाकी सब कुछ सही है. Phenomenology, logy root word का मतलब होता है study of something, and phenomenology is technically looking at the origins overall. That is what we are able to see. ठीक है, तो ये प्लीज याद रखिएगा. प्लीज कीप दैट इन माइंड. आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ यू गॉट द होमवर्क क्वेश्चन राइट. आज जैसा कि मैंने कहा, हम बहुत ही ब्रीफ इस क्लास को रखेंगे, but I want all of you to make sure that you are joining for the Sunday marathon for sure, and covering all the questions that we will be doing via the Sunday's marathon. तो अच्छी तरीके से Sunday के marathon के लिए please be prepared all together. Okay, now coming on to question number 61. This is the question that you are having for today. Which of the following are representative texts of Gynocriticism? इनमें से कौन से Gynocriticism की representative texts हैं? So gyno root word basically means related to women altogether. So Gynocriticism के कौन से important work हैं? ये gender studies के अंदर भी important हो जाता है. Good evening, Suraj, Maya. What is the correct answer over here? Okay. Ishita Saha has got it right. Ishita Saha has got it right. Ishita थी ना हाँ. Ishita Saha is absolutely right. Very good. Good job done, Ishita. Right. आपका Patricia Mayer's Spaxka, the female imagination, that is gynocriticism, right? Women centric criticism altogether. Just like women centric writing है, उसी तरह से women centric evaluation को हम लोग gynocriticism कहते हैं. Women के text को evaluate करना in a different lens altogether, giving them the benefit of doubt for multiple things, that evaluation part. Just like आपका women centric writing को equity और feminine right, equity और feminine बोला जाता है. हेलेन सिक्सू इसके बारे में बोल रही हैं. women's only writing के बारे में writers like हेलेन सिक्सू are talking about. ठीक उसी तरह से gynocriticism आपके लिए काफी ज्यादा important हो जाता है. thinking about women is not necessarily gynocriticism से associated technically word. गिलबर्ट एंड गुबार्ट तो वैसे भी आप बंद करके, तो जहां पर सी नहीं था आप ऑटोमेटिकली एलिमिनेशन मेथड यूज कर देते. आपको ये तो पता होना चाहिए कि सैंड्रा गिलबर्ट, सूजन गुबार, दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एलेन शो वॉल्टर, सैंड्रा गिलबर्ट, सूजन गुबार, ये तो बैकबोन है एक तरह से गायनोक्रिटिसिज्म की, क्योंकि जिस तरह से ये वुमेन के वर्क्स को इवैल्यूएट करते हैं, वुमेन सेंट्रिक क्रिटिसिज्म को ये कंसिडरेशन देते हैं. गुड इवनिंग देवशीष. दे आर ऑब्वियसली इंपॉर्टेंट. एलेन मोर्स द लिटरेरी वुमेन, एलेन मोर का जो लिटरेरी वुमेन है, दैट इज ऑल्सो ऑफ कोर्स एन इंपॉर्टेंट वर्क दैट यू आर एबल टू सी. सो गाइनोक्रिटिक्स जो है फीमेल सब्जेक्ट मैटर को अच्छी तरह से बताते हैं, फीमेल लिटरेरी हिस्ट्री को अनकवर करते हैं. दे हैव अ डिफरेंट पैरामीटर टू बेसिकली evaluate women's writings. Patricia Mayer's Spax का female imagination, Ellen Moore's का literary women, Elaine Shaw Walter का literature of their own, Sandra Gilbert and Susan Gubar का Mad Woman in the Attic. तो Gilbert Gubar and Elaine Shaw Walter, even though Elaine Shaw Walter यहाँ पे exactly नहीं थे, ये तो आपको पता ही होने चाहिए कि gynocriticism का backbone है, right? So one is female centric writing, equity of feminine women writing about themselves. The other is evaluating women's works also. तो ये चीजें आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा. Moving on to the next question, which of the following statements are true about ethnographic research method? Ethnography को research करना, that has become very important. You're able to see that anthropologists like अमिताभ घोष, उनकी writings जो हैं एक तरह से इसी research के purview के अंदर आती हैं. So यहाँ पर what becomes the right answer when you're looking at the ethnographic methods or techniques of collecting data, looking at research altogether, इनमें क्या क्या important आपके answers हो जाते हैं. So think very critically, think very closely and try to evaluate this particular question. जल्दी से बताइए यहाँ पर क्या सही जवाब हो जाएगा. What will be the right answer over here? Absolutely right. Very good. Devashish has got it right. Soumya has got it right. So both Devashish and Soumya are absolutely correct. So Devashish was one of the first people to get it right. Soumya also has got it right. Soumya is also absolutely correct over here. देखिए ethnographic research के बारे में truth, एक तो ये भी चीज अच्छे से पढ़ लेना, कभी not हो जाता है, कभी false हो जाता है, तो you should be clear about it. It enables exploration of the consumption of literature within defined social historical settings. Social historical settings को आप define कर देते हैं, and then you're trying to look at it within the scope and ambit. Janice A. Radway's Reading the Romance is one of the first examples of the use of ethnographic research methodology. That is also true. It is perceived as an act of uncovering an objective reality. That is also true. Reading National Geographic by Catherine A. Lutz and Jane A. Collins makes effective use of ethnographic research method to find out the role of magazine National Geographic in molding American awareness in the way and beyond. That is absolutely true altogether. This is like it focuses more on objective data. Ethnographic ये objective data के ऊपर नहीं focus करती है. This is very similar to what even when we are looking at key terms, keywords जो Raymond Williams analyze कर रहे हैं. Raymond Williams का जो study है, even though cultural studies के ambit में आता है, but that is correlated because cultural studies is also promoting ethnographic research of texts altogether, right? तो वो क्या करते हैं? He's going back to the magazines, he's going back to the toys that we are using for cultural understanding. So ये चीजें आपको याद रखनी है that ethnographic research जो आपका हो रहा है, that researchers are using. यहाँ पर you will have to remember जैसे Golden Gate, of course विक्रम सेठ का different हो गया है, but when we are talking about Tehmina Durrani's writings, the Pakistani writer, or Tehmina Anam's writing, the Bangladeshi British writer, तो उन्होंने तो कितना ज्यादा historical research करके रखा था in order to produce the the writings that they were looking at. So please keep that in mind. Ethnographic methods objectivity नहीं होते हैं. Janice Radway का Reading the Romance, Women, Patriarchy and Popular Culture, इसको प्लीज अपने पॉपुलर कल्चर के नोट्स के अंदर भी ऐड कर लीजिए, बिकॉज पॉपुलर कल्चर का जो टूल है दैट इज एथनोग्राफिक रिसर्च का टूल, वो फॉलो करते हैं, ठीक है. एंड लट्स कॉलिंस का इनसाइड ऑन नेचुरल ज्योग्राफिक सोसाइटी, द फोटोग्राफर्स, एडिटर्स, दैट इज ऑल्सो पार्ट. बट आपका पार्ट क्या नहीं है, आपका पार्ट नहीं है दैट इज योर, ये चीज आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान में भी रखना पड़ेगा, ऑब्जेक्टिव सर्च, ठीक है. तो प्लीज कीप दैट इन माइंड. Question number 63. Question number 63. Let's look at the next question. जल्दी से बताइए. What becomes the right answer over here? Question number 63. Eugenics. Yes, culture is ordinary. Very good, Shabnam. Culture is ordinary. So eugenics. यहाँ पर what becomes the correct answer over here? What is the correct answer related to eugenics altogether? You're trying to. Very good. Very good. So Vishnu has got it right. Anushka has got Anushika has got it right. Everybody else is getting it absolutely correct. This is right. Eugenics क्या होता है? U root word का basically meaning होता है. Most of you have got it right altogether. Eugenics, U word means good, right? Eugenics is how you're trying to improve your racial, your genes altogether. That is what you're trying to actually improve. The concept of eugenics finds its illustration predominantly in the writings of. तो यूजेनिक्स का जो आपका कॉन्सेप्ट है, here you'll have to keep that in mind in the writings of George Bernard Shaw. He's also talking about life force altogether. Even Eugene O'Neill, right? तो ये चीज आप प्लीज थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रखिएगा, that how we are able to see that GB Shaw, Eugene O'Neill, they are the ones who are predominantly even talking about it. So this is basically a kind of a racial improvement, right? This is basically kind of racial improvement. I'll hide myself so that you can actually see this a little better. So eugenics to आपका है, this is trying to basically look at racial improvement, planned breeding, biopower, biopolitics पे एक तरह से इससे associated हो जाता है, heredity genetics को control कर रहा है. Francis Galton is the one who's coining the term eugenics for the very first time. Mary Shelley का Frankenstein, you're trying to play with the order of things. तो यहाँ पर आप क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, आप डिवाइन राइट ऑफ द किंग जो एलिजाबेथियन एज में फॉलो हो रहा है उसको डिसरप्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. एलिजाबेथियन एज किस पे बिलीव करता था? एलिजाबेथियन एज चेन ऑफ बीइंग में बिलीव कर रहा था. सो वो चेन ऑफ बीइंग को डेफिनेटली आप एक डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट में डाल रहे हो. विलियम विल्की कॉलिंस, द वुमन इन वाइट, शार्लेट ब्रॉन्टेज, जेन एयर, ये सारे के सारे आपके इंपॉर्टेंट है. आर.एल. स्टीवेंसन का स्ट्रेंज केस ऑफ डॉक्टर जेकिल एंड मिस्टर हाइड, एच.जी. वेल्स का टाइम मशीन, राइट, या वेल्स का द आइलैंड ऑफ डॉक्टर म्यूरे, ये सब कुछ हो गए. तो अगेन ये आप एक तरह से रेशियल इंप्रूवमेंट्स किस तरह से लेके आ रहे हैं, ऑल ऑफ दैट इज कमिंग इनटू बीइंग. एंड बोथ यूजीन ओनील, जीबी शॉ, दे आर इन अ वे इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोपोनेंट्स ओवर हियर दैट यू आर एबल टू सी. ठीक है, लुक एट क्वेश्चन नंबर 64. फटाफट से देखिए एंड क्विकली टेल अस व्हाट बिकम्स द राइट आंसर इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 64. What becomes the right answer in question number 64? 64 is right in front of you. Question number 64 is right in front of you. You are able to see question number 64. Question number 64. जल्दी से बताइए. What becomes the right answer? What becomes the right answer over here? Monica, Ravi, very good. Monica, Ravi have got the right answer. Monica and Ravi are absolutely right. So here Monica is right, Ravi is right. बाकी सभी बिल्कुल सही जवाब दे रहे हैं. Which of the following are correct? Roddy Doyle, Paddy Clark, ha ha ha, Booker award-winning work also that you are having. Barrytown Trilogy is not by him. Abraham Stoker, Confessions of an Irish Rebel, that's wrong. C.S. Lewis, The Chronicles of Narnia, that is absolutely एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट। तो वैसे भी जहां जहां पे ए है वो तो आपके, क्योंकि ए गलत है तो ऑटोमेटिकली अगर आपको पता होगा तो यू विल गेट द राइट आंसर एंड योर फोर्थ इज द करेक्ट आंसर। Brendan Behan, Dracula, that's true. Aeon Colfer, Artemis Fowl, these are the works that are coming in. So please keep that in mind that Roddy Doyle, Paddy Clark, ha ha ha, इसको Booker Award book भी मिला हुआ है. So this is something which you'll have to keep that in mind. It's like these are the ones that you're able to actually see. So please remember that. Please keep that in mind altogether. That so actually ना यहाँ पे misprint है. तो यहाँ पर you will have to keep this in mind that I think the question over here is mispronounced. So over here you have to write down the work, okay, not the trilogy part per se. So Barrytown is a trilogy and not exactly the work that you are able to see. तो ये चीज आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रखना है. Chronicles of Narnia, C.S. Lewis, very important work. अच्छा, मैं ना आपको एक हैंडआउट देने वाली हूँ ऑन पोस्ट मॉडर्न राइटर्स. ले देके आपके नेट एग्जाम में कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट पोस्ट मॉडर्न राइटर्स आते हैं जिनको हम लोग वाईटी के ऊपर भी कवर करेंगे. ठीक है, वी विल ऑल्सो बी कवरिंग वाईटी. No, Soumya, so the question over here, it is even more specific. You are not supposed to be mentioning the name of the trilogy. The name of specific work has to be mentioned overall. Okay, so this question was not fine-tuned altogether. But important postmodern writers, particularly important British and European postmodern writers, 19th century, novels of the 1990 के बाद जो आपके important वर्क्स आ रहे हैं जो नेट पर्सपेक्टिव से इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसको हम लोग कवर करेंगे. वो क्लास में भी आपको जो सारे के सारे राइटर्स हम बता देंगे. दैट विल एक्चुअली बी मोर देन इनफ. So please make sure कीजिएगा that you attend it. I'll give you the schedule for that on 31st. जब हम लोग आपको मिलेंगे, I'll give you the schedule for that. Okay, question number 65. Which among the following are true about the figures of speech? Figures of speech, आपका जो important language and linguistics में आ रहा है, that is your figures of speech that we are able to see. Figures of speech के लिए which is correct? Figures of speech के लिए which is correct? What is correct for figures of speech? What is correct for figures of speech? Figures of speech के लिए आपका क्या क्या सही हो रहा है? Right, absolutely right. Monica, Wilfran, Ravi, sorry, Monica and Ravi, they've got it right. They have absolutely got it right. So, sound में आपका paranomisia is coming in, right? So, paranomisia is the different senses that you are able to see, the usage of, sounds जो आपका different patterns में आ रहा है. That is what we are predominantly able to look at. So, ये आपका of course सही हो जाता है. Figures of speech based on construction, this is Yugma. आपकी ओरियन ब्लैक स्वान का रेटोरिक एंड प्रोसिडी का जो बुक है, फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच का जो बुक है, उसका एक दो चीजें मैं आपको समझा भी दूंगी जो आपके एग्जामिनेशन पर्सपेक्टिव से काफी हेल्पफुल रहेगा. सो दैट विल आल्सो रियली हेल्प ओवरऑल. इमेजिनेशन इज नॉट आयरनी एंड chiasmus is actually not association. Chiasmus is not association. Indirectness is euphemism. Indirectness, euphemism, a good word for not something good. So that is indirectness that you are able to see. So paranomisia is there. Paranomisia is a word in different senses that you are able to look at. Zeugma is being used as well, right? Irony is being used as well. Chiasmus is being used as well. Euphemism. तो ये आपको थोड़ा सा याद रखना. Chiasmus is a figure of speech where you are the cross that is taking place, right? So that is not, yes, absolutely right. So that is not something that is associated with imagination या जो mentioned है. Which of the following authors have been correctly matched with their work? So postmodernism के ऊपर आपको एक सेक्शन मिलेगा. ये आपका फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच वो पूरी की पूरी ओरियन ब्लैक स्वान का कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट्स मैं आपको करवाने वाली हूँ क्योंकि काफी इजी यूनिट्स है लैंग्वेज से रिलेटेड एंड यू विल बी एबल टू कवर दैट अप प्रॉपर्ली. फाइन. Okay, what becomes the right answer for question number 66? Question number 66, फटाफट से देखिए and quickly tell us what is the right answer. Very good, Ravi Pandey, Anjali Pal, everybody has got the right answer. Ravi Pandey, Anjali Pal, everybody has got the right answer. That is absolutely true. Malcolm Bradbury, The History of Man. Malcolm Bradbury, The History of Man. William Golding, Rites of Passage, right? That is of course true. That is another important thing that you are able to see. as well as your Brian Friel's Dancing at Loganatha. That is absolutely true. So Malcolm Bradbury ka campus novel, The History of Man, that is coming in. Rites of Passage is by Golding, which is part of C trilogy, right? Darkness Visible, Golding ka hi hai. Right, Dancing at the Lugasna is by Brian Friel. So ये कुछ words works हैं that you will have to keep in mind. So please make a note. At least ये जो questions में भी आपको पता चल रहे हैं, you will be able to see they'll be helpful. Question number 67. Match list 1 with list 2. Match list 1 with list 2. You can also use the elimination method here to actually answer this. It's not that difficult at all. It's not at all complicated at all. This is far simpler. This is far more easier altogether. Good evening, Karunya. No worries at all. It's better late than never. हरिप्रिया बखूनी, नो बच्चे ध्यान से देखिए इसको और एक और बार. Try to cover it up. Soumya has got it right. Soumya has got it right. Karl Marx. Okay, so I hope even if you are not aware, even if you are probably not aware, I hope you know that Madness and Civilization Foucault लिख रहे हैं. Foucault is the one who's writing Madness and Civilization. So C1 we have talked about. So automatically you can use your elimination method. इसमें आप elimination method को use कर सकते हैं. You can actually use your overall elimination method to actually come on to this particular क्वेश्चन. क्योंकि कई बार क्या होता है आपको बेसिक चीजें पता होती हैं, देन यू कैन गो अहेड एंड फर्दर टेक अ लुक एट इट. कार्ल मार्क्स का इवन इफ अगर आपको नहीं पता है कि द एलिमेंट्री इन्होंने लिखा है, तो एटलीस्ट आपको पता होना चाहिए लेवी स्ट्राउस द जर्मन आइडियोलॉजी. जॉन-पॉल सार्त्र बीइंग एंड नथिंग तो पता होना चाहिए. जॉन-पॉल सार्त्र इज राइटिंग बीइंग एंड नथिंग. सो बीइंग एंड नथिंग आपका सेकंड, ये सिर्फ इसी ऑप्शन में आ रहा है. तो इवन इफ यू आर नॉट अवेयर अबाउट दीज टू वर्क्स, द जर्मन आइडियोलॉजी or the elementary, right, you can at least remember, you can at least keep that in mind altogether, and you can actually cover it up. Okay, so ये चीज थोड़ा सा आपको ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा. You will have to keep that in mind. Overall ये सारे के सारे आपके लिए important हो जाते हैं. So German ideology is by Marx. As it is, आप इसको थोड़ा compare भी कर लेते, तो how this is written by Karl Marx, how this is coming from Karl Marx. Elementary is a work that is written by we are again repeating. Being and Nothing is by Jean-Paul Sartre. Foucault is the one who's writing Madness and Civilization, right? So आप इसको elimination method को use कर लीजिएगा. वैसे भी आपको पता होना चाहिए था that the German ideology is a very important work of Marx, right? हम लोगों ने याद है अभी हाल ही में जो क्वेश्चन किया था रिलेटेड टू हर्मन हेस का जो सिद्धार्था है. सो आपको ये पता होना चाहिए. आप जर्मन राइटिंग्स में इसको इंक्लूड कर लीजिए. जर्मन आइडियोलॉजी इज अ वर्क दैट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द पेन ऑफ कार्ल मार्क्स. ठीक है, सो ये चीज आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रहना चाहिए. सो इवन इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू फिगर आउट दैट किस तरह से योर एलिमेंट्री इज कमिंग, किस तरह से लेवी स्ट्राउस इज द वन हु इज एक्चुअली राइटिंग अबाउट इट, बट यू कैन एटलीस्ट रिमेंबर most of the other works. So Elemental Structure of Kingship भी Levi Strauss ये पूरा का पूरा work है that Levi Strauss is actually writing and coming up with. Okay, so please remember that particular point. Okay, moving on to the next question that we are having. Let's just quickly move on to the next question. ये आपका अगला question आ गया है. ध्यान से इस question को देखिएगा and quickly tell us what is the correct answer. Just quickly take a look at this question and then please match the list 1 with list 2. List 1 को list 2 से match कीजिए. Okay, so you can change the option, but you can change the option. German ideology is by Marx, बच्चे. German ideology is by Marx. German ideology जो work है that is written by Karl Marx. Can make the correction there. All right, what is the correct answer here? Okay, very good try, but अभी तक सही जवाब नहीं आया. Very good. Anushika has got the right answer. Anushika has got the right answer. Anushika is absolutely right. So Cornelia Sorabji is the person who's coming in. So Cornelia Sorabji इन्होंने Love and Life Beyond the Parda लिखा है. इन्होंने Between the Twilights. So Between the Twilights is a work by Cornelia Sorabji. Cornelia Sorabji was actually the one who was writing that. So ये चीज आप प्लीज थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रखिएगा that A आपका 1 हो जाता है, which is only in option number 4 that you are having. So Cornelia Sorabji ने Between the Twilights लिखा है. Okay, your Krupa Bhai is writing Saguna, the story of the native Christian life altogether. So that is of course coming in. Nectar in Sieve, I hope आपको पता था, Kamala Markhandeya was writing it. तो ये कुछ कुछ ऑप्शंस हैं जो आपको करनी चाहिए, that you should be able to actually see, के कौन कौन से कैरेक्टर्स, क्या क्या कैरेक्टर्स आपके आ रहे हैं, कौन सा कैरेक्टर कहाँ पर एक तरह से पूरा का पूरा आप देख पा रहे हैं. सो दिस इज व्हाट you'll definitely have to right. So this is what you'll definitely have to keep in mind overall. Okay. Right. So this is also what you'll definitely have to keep in mind. So please make a note of that, and do remember that. Acha, now I'm coming on. Like I told you, today we are going to be looking at your so-called questions that are coming in. 1 second. जल्दी से इसमें ये आपका change हो गया है. ये वाला question आपका misprint हो गया. But let me just quickly come on to the. Yeah, this question is wrong. This question, the characters are wrong. This is a wrong question. I'm just coming on to your homework question. Okay, I'm just coming on to your homework question. Let me just quickly come on to your homework question for today. Let me quickly come on to your homework question for today. And the homework question is pretty simple and straightforward. Homework question is not at all complicated at all. This is your homework question. Okay, this is your homework question. Yeah. That other question was wrong, but Cornelia Sarabji wala, that was correct. Okay, this is your homework question, right? This is your homework question that you are having. Please make a note of that. Please cover it end to end. List 1 is there, list 2 is there. Please cover it, and like I said, please don't forget to join. Please don't forget to join the Sunday marathon class that we are having. Tomorrow, of course, you'll have the master class that will be conducted at 9 o'clock, right? You'll be having your master class that will be conducted. 9 a.m. is when the master class is going to be conducted. So please make sure that, yeah, please, King Singh, you can ask. So cover this particular question, and 9 a.m. of course tomorrow is your master class. So that also we'll be seeing. In case if there are any other doubts, if there are any other questions that you're having, please feel free to let me know about it. Good night, Sinali. Take care. And please make sure that all of you cover whatever we have discussed. ठीक है, चलिए, तो संडे को we'll meet at 12 o'clock and master class आपकी 9 o'clock होगी कल सुबह. ठीक है, thank you so much everyone for joining. Take good care of yourselves and catch up with all of you. Take care. Bye.